What's up, everybody? It's April Dawn. I came here to talk to you today about some things I've been watching on TV, talk to you about the shows I've been watching, and I came to talk to you or update you about what's going on this week, because there's a lot of premieres happening this week. So that's what I want to do first. First, let's talk about what's happening this week. So today is Monday, so tomorrow and Wednesday is going to be Queen Sugar Season 2 premiere. If we remember, at the end of last season, Ralph Angel found out that he's the one who owns the farm, or his dad left him the farm in his will. So now, we think he's maybe going to try to assert some control over, which I think will be okay for him to do, since now Charlie has bought the mill, or she got the money to buy the mill at the end of last season, and now she's going to be, getting that meal together. So I don't know if they're going to jump us to the future, or we're going to pick up right where we left off, but I'm really excited. I cannot wait. I know y'all can't wait. And if you're new to my channel, or if you joined, later on, the first show I started reviewing back when I started doing the page was Queen Sugar, because it was so good, and because I couldn't find any reviews for it on TV. So I was like, well, I got a YouTube channel. I guess I'll review it, and that's when I started to do the reviews on a regular basis again. So I really, really, really love this show. If you don't watch it, you need to watch it. It comes on OWN. It comes on Wednesday nights, and it is so good. It's directed by, or is it created by Ava DuVernay? I'm not sure if it's created by her, but I know that she's a director, and they picked all female directors for the first season to direct. Every single episode was a female director. Not all of them were black, but all of them were very good. They did excellent jobs, and it's just so nice to see the perspective of the women and how film looks when it's, directed by a woman and a woman is at the helm. You can tell the differences, So if you haven't watched that show, check it out. It's a very good show. The next show that's coming on that week, I want to say it's Friday, is going to be Insecure. Insecure comes on HBO. It's about a young people, basically two girls that are friends, and they're you know how black women are shown as having their stuff together. We Olivia Pope and we Annalise Keaton, and we got our stuff together. We always fixing everything and helping everybody, but these two girls don't have their stuff together, so they're still trying to figure things out. Going through relationships, work issues, or whatever. It's a comedy. It's only a 30-minute show. It's hilarious. When I say it's hilarious, I mean it. So if you have a Fire Stick, or you got a Apple, Apple, what is it, y'all? Apple thing, I have one of those. I have both. What is the doggone thing? Now it's gonna get on my nerves. But the Apple, if you have the Android one, the Fire Stick, check it out. If you got HBO, check it out. Very good show. I can't wait for it to come back. If we remember, at the end of last season, Lawrence and her had broken up. Lawrence left the apartment. Lawrence was having sex with the lady from the bank. Okay, Tasha. He was doing it with Tasha. So I don't know, for some reason I think they're gonna drop us right where we left off. They're not gonna skip us into the future, but I could be wrong. So I'm excited to see what happens, or what characters come back. Is the other guy Daniel gonna come back too, or is he going forever? Like, how is that gonna work? So that's that. And then the last show that's premiering this week is on Sunday night at 9 o'clock. It's Power, or 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, I think it comes on Central Time. Power. If y'all remember, at the end of last season, what's his name, child? Ghost got arrested and locked up. He was going to jail for killing that guy, okay, Villalobos, right? Killing Villalobos, which they did kill Villalobos, and they should have hid the body, okay, but they didn't. Anyway, he got arrested. He's in jail, so he don't have control over anything. His son Tyreek has been kidnapped by 50 Cent character Kanan. I hate him, and he needs to die. And my prediction for this season is he needs to die. Okay, I'm over it. I'm ready for him to die and be gone, because between him complaining about the show not getting no nominations for nothing, and just he need to go do something else. And I think he probably is gonna die, because he have another show coming out on CBS, I think. So yeah, I appreciate 50 Cent for the material, because Power is a really good show. But between him arguing with Courtney Kemp about his penis that nobody remember and care about, and complaining about them not getting nominated for no awards, I don't really care to see him on the show anymore. His plot line is kind of stupid to me anyway. It's just like, why is he still there? Okay, either he gonna get revenge or he ain't gonna get revenge. But if he ain't gonna get no revenge and take back over, then what is he on there for? Why don't y'all just kill him? They should have just left him dead the last time. Anyway, hopefully he'll die. Hopefully Tyreek get bust upside his head. Okay, because see, You're stupid. You should have never got kidnapped in the first place because you should have brought your tail home. How you just get in the car riding around with people you don't even much know? No, God. So Tyreek, hopefully he'll get some sense this year. And I don't think he's going to be kidnapped long because on the preview, they showed us on the trailer that he was back home. I mean, he was walking into the courthouse with Tasha. So, you know, they're going to get him back at some point. So Angela, she could die. She could have died like 2 seasons ago. Bye, girl. Bye. Because I'm Team Tasha. I do not want Tasha to get back together with him, though. I do not want her to get back with Ghost. I do not want that to happen because she deserved better because he dogged her. My thing with him was, and y'all can feel how y'all want to feel. You know, if you Team Angela, hey, you know, it is what it is. But I feel like if you're going to cheat on your wife, you're going to disrespect your wife, you're going to talk to your wife any kind of way, you're going to do all of that, the least you could do is say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for doing you like this. He act like that's not his wife. I don't care if he wanted to marry her. I don't care if he was in love with this girl and he just decided to marry Tasha because she was loyal, she was whatever. She don't know that. She think that you loved her. That's why you married her. And regardless of the fact, you married her. She your wife. Right? So it doesn't matter the reason why you married her as to justify you being able to go to sleep with whoever you want to, okay? And then get mad at her when she do something, when she finally decide to go do the same thing because you're not paying her no mind. No, she can't be your wife then, but not your wife when you was running out here dancing all over the club with Angela. Screwing her in the hotel room. I'm just saying, risking your whole life and tearing apart your whole life. She wasn't your wife then though, okay? But I digress. So Angela can die, but I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is that, you know, whatever, you know, he is accused of, like I said, is killing Villalobos, they're going to find out that they didn't do it, which they did do it, but some kind of way is going to come out, you know, he going to get off and she going to be right back up his butt the next season. I already know, okay? I just want Tasha to get her a good man and get her business on lock and get it together. And Tommy, he found out the girl was pregnant like at the end, I think at the very last part of the last season. So he gonna be messed up about it. But I wanna know, where's Keisha? That's all I wanna know. Where's Keisha? Hopefully her and Tommy get together. She have a little ready-made family, you know, they can get together and make it, you know, make it do what it do. I don't know. So we'll see. Yeah, Power. So all that out the way, I have a video before I move on, and y'all ask me anything about my hair. It's a U part and a closure, and I made this like 2 years ago. I have a video on it. The hair is longer. I mean, all I did was cut it and change where the part was in my closure. That's literally all I did, y'all. But if you want me to make a video about it, just let me know in the comments and I'll make a video about it. But there's also another video when I made it originally, and I tell you all about how I'm gonna do it, what kind of hair I use, yada yada yada. So just go look at on my page, excuse me. Go look on my page and you'll be able to find that video. I might put the link below if I remember. I'll put the link below, okay? So some shows I have been watching. So I've been watching like 2 or 3 different shows. But the main one, the one I want to talk about first is the one I finished. It's called American Gods. And the only reason I watched this show was because I watch Mike B's channel a lot and he does the reviews, and I saw the first review for the first episode, and so I was like, you know, I'm gonna check this one out. So I went and watched it and I finished the whole thing. So I'm not gonna give you no blow by blow. If you want to get detailed reviews, please go to Mike B's page. He has great reviews in depth of every single show, okay? So I watched the whole season. I finished the last episode last night. It came on. The season finale is only 8 episodes. It comes on Stars and it comes on Sunday nights. So it's about a guy. His name is Shadow Moon. He's gotten out of prison, and he is hired to work by this man named Wednesday, and they're going on a journey across America, and they're meeting different people. Now these people are gods, okay? So the show works on the concept of gods are not gods unless or they don't have any power unless people believe in them, okay? So they're setting it up for this giant battle between old gods like Mr. Wednesday, you know, and other guys that you will meet, and then there's also new gods like Tech Boy, you know, God, media. You have technology and media, and those things are the gods of the future, what people worship. Okay, so y'all getting this? So you have the old gods and the new gods, and they're gonna clash at some point in this big battle. This does not happen the first season, so don't look for it to happen, because that was my major question. Was the battle gonna happen now, or is the battle gonna be, it's gonna be several seasons before we get to the battle? The battle ain't happening in the first season, so Don't look for the battle to happen. It ain't happening. But what you're going to do is meet a lot of interesting characters along the way. So there's very good actors in the show, like Orlando Jones is in the show. He plays Nancy. Nancy is like I remember Aunt Nancy, or you hear about spider tales from the South. People tell tales or whatever in Africa. I forgot what country, God forgive me, I forgot what country it is in Africa, but it stems that folks, so all the guys that's in the show, I'm saying all this to say all the guys in the show are based off of some type of real guy. Like they have Bilquis, I think that's her name, Bilquis, based off like the Queen of Sheba, the god of fertility and love and, you know, renewal and birth and whatnot. So, you know, there's, what I want to tell you when you watch the show is prepare your spirit, okay? Because if you're not a person with an open mind, you're not going to like it. I can guarantee you. The show is beautiful. The cinematography of this show is gorgeous. It's shot so beautifully, but it goes into it's very internal, so a lot of it is inside of everybody's head. What are they thinking? And you know, so you know, that's a big part of the show. So you know, it'll go into like this cosmic thing. All of a sudden you're looking around, and I mean, you know, there's homosexual interactions on there. So, you know, if, like I said, you have to have an open mind. There's a scene where there's lots of different kinds of Jesuses. There's like 14 Jesuses. It was funny actually, but it was really cool and funny, but and interesting, but like I said, you have to be open-minded in order to receive this stuff, okay? Because if you're not an open-minded person, you're not going to receive it well. You're going to be confused for like the first 3 episodes, but it's so pretty, it keeps you coming back because the cinematography is gorgeous, okay? So, like they had one scene, I explained it to you. They were driving in the car and Mr. Wednesday had a dandelion, and he blows on the dandelion, and the things come apart and it flies into the air, but you follow the little wisps into the air all the way into the clouds, and it like turns into like these big streaks of lightning. It's like, I can't explain it. You have to see it. It's a great show. You got people coming back from the dead, child. You got leprechauns. You got all type of stuff going on in this show, and it's like so well done. It's based off a book by the same name, American Gods. I can't remember the man's name. Is Neil Garish, Garrett or Garish, something like that is the author. And it was written like in the 80s, so the show is an update of it. I forgot Kirsten Chenoweth is in the show too, and I love Kirsten Chenoweth. Like, she's everything to me, okay? I love her. And it's a really good show. It's very interesting. It explores a lot of concepts about you know, gods and how we perceive gods and things of this nature. So it's a really good show. Check it out. Like I said, stars Sunday nights. 9 o'clock, I don't know, it came on earlier than that, so I think it came on at like 8 or 7, I'm not sure, but you can catch it on demand, I'm sure now, because it's no more new episodes coming. So that last show I want to talk to you about is The Handmaid's Tale. Now, this show is probably my favorite out of all the 3 of them. I just started watching it maybe last week, but I've watched like 8 episodes already, and the season is not over yet. It comes on Hulu, and they have new episodes drop every Wednesday. So I don't know how many episodes are going to be in this first season, but I think we're on episode 8 or 9 at this point. I could be wrong, though, check. But the reason why I like this show so much is because it's low-key scary, okay? It's like low-key, like it could really happen. So it's set in the future, in another time. It's like a new world order. So basically in our present time, somebody, you know, it was a lot of terrorist attacks, just like there are now, okay? That's why I say it's kind of scary. So somebody did a terrorist attack and they blew up the whole Congress, the president, everybody's gone. They've declared martial law, and it's kind of like, I was watching a review for the show, and they said, you know, like somebody can kill you if you get in a bathtub and they gradually warm the water up to boiling. You won't even notice it, and then you'll die, right? So they were saying that it was kind of the same effect. Martial law was declared. You know, it's just a small thing. So you'd be like, oh, okay, well, you know, I understand why they got to do that. Then it's another small thing, and then it's another small thing, and before you know it, the whole world has changed, and you didn't even realize it. So basically, that's what happened. So they had martial law. Well, martial law is in effect. They can do whatever they want. So, you know, women do not have, all of a sudden, you couldn't, you know, use your money. You can't work. You can't do anything. So, I'm not going to tell you everything what happens in the show because I want you to watch it for yourself if you haven't seen it. But basically what's happening is we're in a whole new patriarchal society, okay? And now women are basically used for whatever means they need to have babies. If you're not the first wife, if you're not a member of this upper class, that whoever is in power, if you're not the first wife, or if you're an adulterer, and if you're in baby making age, you are going to be sent to someone who's rich. They call them commanders. You're going to be sent to a commander's home, but I don't really think they're fighting any wars. You see what I'm saying? They call them commanders, but they're not like fighting wars, I don't think. But I could be wrong. So, and because if a commander's wife is barren, now like I said, it's a patriarchal society. So it could very well be the husband can't have a baby and not the wife. But in this society, we don't blame men for anything. So if the wife can't have a baby, a handmaid is sent to them and she lays with the husband in a ceremony every month until, you know, trying to get pregnant. If they can't get pregnant, they send them somewhere else, you know, you know, the story is told like it's, you know, Never Never Land or like the Oz. You're going to go there and you're going to do this and you're going to die. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know if that's true or not. We don't ever see that is true, or we haven't found out if it's true or not. But there are things like, has anybody ever seen, if you've ever seen any documentaries about like the Children of God cults, or like even Amish people and the other people, they're not Amish, but you know what I'm talking about, those same people that live in that same area, how like they'll have people who watch you and like make sure you're not doing what you're not supposed to be doing. Like they can't go anywhere by themselves, and so you can't really make friends because you can't talk to them because they could be an eye. Okay, they call them eyes. So eye can be in your house. It can be the girl you go to the store with every day, and you mess around and say the wrong thing, they report you, and then they'll send you off to wherever. So the thing I like about this show is that even though it's set in the future and you're going to be looking like, what is going on? It looked like a fundamentalist religion, like prairie dress type. You know, we live in the woods, you know, in Waco, Texas with prairie dresses and 1,000 kids type stuff. They still reference the time before, like, what did you do before? What did you do before? You know, like once they form their relationship, because you ain't gonna talk about that with just anybody, okay? But you will talk about it, you know, when relationships form, you know, questions arise, like what did you do before, and what did you know what I'm saying, things like this. You talk about your old life, and I like the fact that when she interact with some certain people, you know, she's still thinking like, I could bust her head right now and get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like I could really punch her right now. I could take that knife and stab her right in her throat. You know, like and F this mess. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like how you would think as a modern woman, but when she speaks and she actually is very docile. Okay, so it's a good show because it's crazy how people can rationalize things that are horrible, because basically these girls are getting raped. They're getting raped. They're taking their children, they're taking their whole life away, and they're getting raped. But the crazy part is, it's sanctioned rape, because they feel like, you know, because it's this ceremony, because it's, you know, religious or whatever it is. I don't even know if it's religious. It is, because they say something about thanks be the fruit or something like that before they do it. And there's no like intimacy. Okay, I forgot about that part of the ceremony. I'm not going to tell you, but there's no intimacy involved in the act. That is okay because it's just for procreation. But let's just say one of the girls got messed with, you know, somebody has sex outside of the ceremony. They consider that to be rape, and they will kill that person, that man who raped her. So they set it up in these people's minds. You can see how I'm making you think that what you're doing is normal. That's okay. But this is not okay. We're going to punish him. But when they do this to you, it's okay. You see how that mind frame start to work in? How you, oh my God, it's so good. And it's also based off of a book and a movie that was made. You can look on, I saw the movie the other night when I was on the Fire Stick. It was made in like the, don't give me the line. Okay, like the early 90s. The early 90s, late 80s, somebody, if you know what I'm talking about, let me know. So, yeah, that's all I've been watching. Y'all check that out. Yeah, check that out. So, let me know what you've been watching. I'm going to be reviewing all 3 shows, Insecure, Queen Sugar, and Power. I'm excited about it, because I'm kind of bored. I took my little 2 weeks off. You know, if anybody doesn't know, I'm a teacher and I'm off for the summer, so I'm just at home chilling, minding my business, hitting these squats. Okay, so I got a little bored. You know, I get a little bored, even though I love my summertime. So I'm glad I got something to do. I missed y'all. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing? Let me know what you're doing in the comments. Yeah. And that's it. So y'all have a blessed week. I will see you again tomorrow or Wednesday for Queen Sugar. Have a good one. Peace.